Now to go drop off our trophies. And then talk to Parthenax. And get the hell out of this damn ruins. Finally. But I'm sure I'll have to come back a lot. On top of going back for loot. Oh. I thought I was trapped in... I don't want the shovel. Shovel. Okay. First to the house, then the Parthenax.
Elder Scroll, Tidkrech, Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Pretty sure that's a bad thing. But just in case, to make sure everything's working. Okay. The scroll didn't get lost or anything. It's still there. Bright light.
Gormley! Battle!
Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golf, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Veldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Was that it all? Yes, it is.
Me, Tarudis, Him paliv, Su'u done.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Never-ring Jur. What have you done? What twisted worlds have you created? Tarodis Parnax, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel the first time, worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Ooh.
It's no use. Now.
Hold Alderman on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. We count you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
Work.
So that's how that happened.
Did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Bright light again. Oh shit, hi! I know what you're talking, but you're gonna have to give me a second.
Yes, sure. My belly is full of the souls. Your fellow mortals are Dwarkin. Die now and await your fate in
Shut up.
Sovngarde. Lord Food, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it. Has waxed, while yours has waned. Dear, join me or perish with
I do not want to.
There are many greater than you.
Ooh, that hurts. That really, really hurts.
You may have picked up the weapons of my ancient foes.
Missed. Come on, dickhead. I'm trying. It is much harder to shout at a dragon when he's moving. I hear you, Parthenax. I hear you. I missed again, didn't it? You're supposed to be going down. You talk too damn much. What the hell's going on? No.
Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Kongrach victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies,
Probably not.
Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol?
Faim.
Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is Faim. Let that meaning fill you, which calls to you. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum arc mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Look through.
So are they shouts? Or powers? Okay. It can only have one of them at a time. Makes sense. Let's see if the new Euro would be willing to help me. Right, he doesn't always stay in the castle. So I probably ran right by him while I was heading up to the castle and completely forgot about him. Yeet. What? What is he doing here? I didn't think it was a great man. Hi.
Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious... I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Aren't they slow? I can get in and out before you have one swing.
Let's test that out.
Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? Then Whiterun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be in victory or defeat. So what's the plan then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap?
Well, I know some people who would help.
Well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business, probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. How's it done?
Where am I going to? Ugh, I gotta run all the way back up. Okay, now that I'm done running, can you please tell me something?
Remyolok, greeting. Yes. I have been pondering on exactly that question. Lingra mora. I have tasted the voices of Alduin's allies on the wind. Pogan nachlas vokril vachjun. There is one who I remember well. Odaving. He is the one to tell us where Alduin has gone. I forget how little you know of the Dove. Our names are always made up of 3 Rothmulag, words of power. You see, Pa Thurnax, a thum, a shout, yes? He is not compelled to come. But the Dove are prideful by nature. Few could resist such a challenge, especially from you, Dovahkiin. But Odaving, he is headstrong, bozik, rash. Even among the Dove, he was known for this. He will not resist the challenge of your voice, Dovahkiin. He will come. Now, hear his name, Odaving. Taste it on the wind. Odaving. Know it in your sum. Odaving.
Snow Hunter Wing. So that's what his name means.
Whiterun once again belongs to it. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
Let's do it.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Yeah, leaves. That'd be a dick move. Okay. Stop spazzing.
Mind yourself.
Sorry, Yolan.
Future of Tamriel! And there it is.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then you're either a Stormcloak sympathizer or a fool. Either way, you're no friend of mine. Long live the Empire.
They're not around anymore. Yeet. Ooh, fire. I didn't get him fire. What? It don't make sense. Serving jail time.
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. What? Bing! We're ready when you are.
I just called him. Come and get me.
You went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Sincere Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin.
Yep.
Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Yes.
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Clever dragon, then.
Onikan Korav Gair Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarodis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafin.
I can't believe that worked. You sure about that?
Yep.
You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there?
Yep.
Your funeral. Someone else is going to have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap!
Wee!
This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Plan? Wee!
Was nu, dini dein Rufe Aspal.
Oh. Okay. Perhaps this was a tiny bit bad of an idea. Okay. Haha. Smart am. Well, it's probably going to take a day to get there. So, I'll write the journal on the way there.
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Yes.
Zuk Brit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ, Mubo Kotins Dinselok.
This is awesome!